I was just wondering for you that, Dan, because obviously you're Wonder Years, I guess, your favourite. Would you say they're your favourite band?
I think so, yeah. Whenever I'm asked who my favourite bands are, there's usually like a different top three each time, but the Wonder Years seem to always be there. So I guess they are my favourite band.
How does this album sort of rank?
You see, they were building up a lot. They were always, that the band themselves were saying, this is our best album, or this is the Wonder Years album, this is the definitive album, this is one that the fans will love. And I always feel like they're almost ahead of their time quite a lot. Like their previous album, Sister Cities, I didn't love straight away, but kind of as the years have gone on, I've kind of understood it a bit more. And as the Wonder Years are also like 10 years older than me, like their album, The Greatest Generation, there's a lyric in one of the songs on that that's Jesus Christ, I'm 26. That album's almost 10 years old now, and I've turned 26 this year, so that album now, I understand the themes on it a bit more now that I'm in that place. So I think 10 years' time, maybe when I'm having kids or when my friends are all starting to have kids and stuff, maybe the themes on this album will kind of relate to me a lot more. So for now, it's kind of just a feeling of understanding what they're going through and take it, like some things, although they're written very specifically about a certain thing, you can just take the themes and apply it to maybe a different relationship you have or something. Like a lot of the themes on here are revolving around children and the future and things. But I think you can take a lot of the themes and apply it to other things. So I guess what I'm saying is it's not my favourite Wonder Years album right now, but I think the more it grows and the more time it's got to kind of, or the more time I've got to grow with the album, it could start to rank a bit higher.
Which is such like an insane way for like a band to exist.
Yeah.
It almost like each album mirrors like just a chapter of people's lives as they grow up.
Exactly.
Like,
yeah,
that's really.
I feel like each Wonder Years album, like they've kind of grown up, like they're stressing about being teenagers in college at the start of their career, and then they progress to just stressing about adulthood and how they don't feel like they're adults, and now we fast forward to here where they're stressing about the future and what that holds, I guess. So it's great that every kind of, a chapter's a good word for it. Every Wonder Years album kind of shows a different side of things and a new theme, a new thing to be incredibly depressed about.
It's because normally like an album ties to like a period of your life because that's how old you were when you heard it.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like I'll listen to an album that I loved as a teenager, and that will like bring back those feelings. But it's weird for it to be like the opposite of like. In our case, we have to like grow into these albums.
Yeah,
exactly.
Does that
make sense?
It's almost like you take it as wisdom and advice.
Yeah.
It's almost like the band are like, this is how we feel right now. You're going to feel like this at some point. Be prepared for it.
That's such an interesting. I think that's going to completely change my like relationship to the Wonder Years. Like thinking about it in that way because I've never thought about it like that before.